What's up everybody, it's DesertFox back with another straight out of the box, and we've got something a little bit different today. This gun is not coming from any well-known brand or manufacturer. Inside this box I have a fully 3D printed shotgun from Finland. I'm not gonna say this guy's name because I don't want to butcher it. This takes PPS green gas powered shotgun shells. Got about 6 shells from evic.com. Let's open this thing up and take a look at it. Pretty excited for this gun. Fully 3D printed shotgun. All right, and there it is in all its glory. You can see by all the mold lines, you can totally tell it's 3D printed. This is a breech loaded over-under shotgun. Was not expecting this thing to be this tiny. Pretty self-explanatory. I mean, here's the breech where you put the shells in. The breech lock is here. You've got 2 triggers, so you can choose. Actually, we're gonna have to figure out which trigger fires which barrel. It's not explicitly shown, but very, very rudimentary design. I mean, again, this is completely 3D printed, except for the barrel maybe. I don't know if this barrel is 3D printed or not. Actually, no, this barrel looks like it's just like it's metal and it was just set in here. But the nice thing I like about this is that this gun can just be made at home. If you have a 3D printer and some imagination and some motivation, then you could simply just make a homemade airsoft gun. Let's take a look at the shells. Make sure the shells fit. Hang on to that box. I need something for this to stand on. We got our PPS shells here. Let's open that breech up. Shells go in like so. Close it up. Squeeze the trigger. Does this eject? No, they don't eject. All right, so reloading might be a little tricky. We're gonna have to shoot, open the breech up, pull the shells out, put new shells in, close the breech and shoot again. So I'm gonna be using this as a primary today. This is probably more suited as a secondary, but I really just wanna put this gun to the test. I wanna see how durable the 3D print resin is, or 3D print material. I'm not sure if this is resin or not. And I just wanna see its overall performance for a homemade 3D printed gun. Okay, to load the PPS shells, you take it, plunger in, because essentially what happens is this gets pushed, and then all the gas comes out.
How many BBs does it hold this shoot?
Let's see, does it say? It does not say. I like how it says 12 gauge, but it's spelled wrong. Like all right, I gotta keep these plungers on me. Oh God. Now let's load the shells with BBs. I think this holds like 3 BBs, but this is a good sign for not falling out when I dump it over. This would probably be more suited for a sidearm than a primary.
All right, camera's recording.
Coming around you.
5 minutes! 5 minutes!
What the f? You got me, you got me, you got me. What? So I squeezed the trigger, nothing happened. Okay, that one shot very poorly. Let's put a new shell in. Hold on, let me shoot you real quick. Let me try and shoot you. What the fuck? Yeah, the right trigger just doesn't do anything. Okay, so you're fine. I'll shoot it in a second, but this is pretty terrible. All right, let me try this again. Oh,
is that your name?
yeah, yeah, yeah. There it goes. Ah, it hit. Only my bottom trigger is activating. That sucks. I wonder what's going on with this one. Just can't push it. Can you cover this way and I'll go through?
They're on this window.
See anybody?
Good. Go, come out.
Where?
I don't see anyone.
Okay, I'm going. Did I get? Let's just What?
I hit you?
I don't know. Did I hit you?
No, I saw anything. I just saw gas.
Let's just parlay.
All right, parlay. What? Okay.
What's up? I'm on your team. I get you on that one?
Like I felt like some
It's just parlay again, man. Cause we're barrel to barrel too anyway, so we have to keep parlaying.
Yeah.
It's a 3D printed gas shotgun.
Oh,
So I'm shooting stuff, I don't blame you if you can't feel it.
yeah, no, I think I feel something.
Oh, look, there's a BB in your...
Oh, I didn't see that. Like, I always see him as gas. I don't see, like, BBs. Like,
Yeah, it's really low power, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's I bet you that's my BB, but I don't care, dude. Let's just parlay.
Actually,
Let's just parlay.
Just give it to you. Because I usually use these and I usually get streams.
It's all good, man. We can just parlay. We can both stay in.
Hey, yo, window? No, right at your.
Where are you? Yeah. All right, so the gun itself is pretty solid. The shells, a little to be desired. Actually, let's do a little test with Bubby when he gets over here. All right, now let me shoot you with this thing. Feel the might of my shotgun. Okay, I could hear the hit on that one.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
But I gotta be like right up on somebody. Like everyone I've been engaging is, I've been like catty like this and stuff. I dig the concept. I think it's the shells. The shells need a little bit more oomph.
Like a CO2 powered shell.
They have PPS CO2 shells. The guy who made it told me that green gas shells work the best. And I was like, okay, it's your creation.
Yeah, you should know.
Hey, I was questioning about your 3D printed.
Fully 3D printed, except for this part, like it's metal barrel, breech loaded. This top one isn't working for some reason. Only this bottom one is actuating. So every time I shot at you, I was only shooting like 3 BBs, and they're just going everywhere.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like, am I getting hit or are they just seeing gas?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm sure you just see that big old gas cloud, and you're like, whoa,
yeah,
what the hell?
I'm like confused.
Final thoughts on the 3D printed shotgun. I love the overall concept of being able to just 3D print your own airsoft gun. I really feel like this is gonna be more of a thing as we move further into the future and 3D printing becomes more and more accessible and easier to pull off by just a lot more people. The construction of the gun was surprisingly very sturdy. I actually had a sneaking suspicion that I was gonna break this on the first time out, and the fact that it did not break was a very welcome surprise. A little bit more to be desired from these shells. I think I'm gonna pick up the CO2 powered ones and see how those perform. I really wish this would have been a 6-shot shell over the 3. However, if the other trigger would have worked, then this would have kind of been a 6-shot shotgun, but for whatever reason, this top trigger does not want to engage when a shell is in there. I am definitely going to try to correct that by widening the hole. I think what happens is when a shell is loaded, or something with the fitment causes this basically just nut that pushes on the rear of the shell becomes misaligned, and I think it just hits the wall. So I think expanding the hole in which this comes out of might correct that problem. In fact, you can even hear it scraping the sides as you squeeze the trigger. The sound is not as prominent on the bottom barrel, but you can just really hear it on this top one. Let's talk about cost of the gun. To make this, it's probably about, I want to say $150 in parts. About $100 for the resin, probably a few bucks for this metal barrel, and then probably like $10, $20 for these nuts and bolts, so then tax and stuff. Then you've got the shells. You can buy the shells in sets of 2 for $16 on evic.com, or you can get a set of 5 for $30. The set of 5 was sold out when I went to go buy it. So I ended up getting 3 boxes of 2 shells, around $45. The biggest investment into something 3D printed like this is gonna be the time and effort that you spend to print it, get the print right, so on and so forth. But once you do get it correct, then you could just kind of mass produce these on your own. So if you wanted to, you could, you know, probably get 2 of these dual wield, or maybe even add another barrel. Quite honestly, the sky is the limit when it comes to 3D printing your own airsoft gun, and I happily want to see more people putting their own original ideas into airsoft gun designs and then making them reality with a 3D printer. Overall, this is a really fun novelty gun. This is not something that you're gonna play with super competitively. This is a real fun gun to bring to a field and just goof around with. But if you're really striving to get, you know, all the kills and be a top player, this is not gonna be something that you're gonna be using to accomplish that. If you've got an innovative or fun idea for a 3D printed airsoft gun, let us know in the comments below. Maybe someone will catch on to that idea who has the capability to make it a reality and make one. And as always, this is Jet Desert Fox, and I'll see you on the field.
Really, nerd? All right, my camera rolls.